Falling too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip. Word upon your lip. Rather that you rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Always had a fear of being typical. Looking at my body feeling miserable. Always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible. Looking at my years like I'm out of dumb. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough from the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for this.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Chiefs going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This one away by the punter, Dar. And this will be taken at the 13. Look at the spin. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Gun! Here we go now.
From the gun, O'Neal. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, 9 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end to the left. All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He'll drop to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal. Couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
All right, here we go.
Operating from the gun. O'Neal. He's going to go for a big play downfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
All right, here we go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now a handoff as they run left side. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, That means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw on 2nd down. O'Neal. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Reggie Ragland in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Going up top. A 50-50 ball here and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Back there. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. Boom, landed. Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Gone. Boom, landed.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hurry up, here we go. Over.
From the gun, O'Neal. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Taken from just outside the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Let's go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On 1st down, O'Neal. And this one is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
To throw again, O'Neal. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be.
And he coughed it up. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Hurry up, here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, O'Neal. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Now let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he is going to field that one. Knocked down hard. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. He's going to air one out. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that one will be accepted. Now a handoff as they run left side. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is knocked down from the side. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This is brought in at the 21. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he comes back with one complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and it'll be 3rd down. To throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Throwing on 1st down. O'Neal. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Back now in Miami.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, O'Neal. And he rifles one incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again, O'Neal. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Dolphins on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, O'Neal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. He'll return it from the 6. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hurry up. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. Steps away to his... And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need a massage from the trainer.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Reggie Ragland. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
No. Check. Patriot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. O'Neal. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
To throw on 2nd down, O'Neal. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy
Yeah.
in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Throwing on 3rd and long. O'Neal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Flush to his right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City 1st. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the 1st here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Hudson. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Back to throw. O'Neal. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd down following the incompletion.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
They'll set up a throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So out comes the field goal team once more. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this one's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, O'Neal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'll set up to throw. And a Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Unable to corral him. He fights through. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, bam, about to put a mansion on the beach.